Hi ladies, it's Erin Kurt here from the Elegant Life blog. We are on to the very next post, and let me just tell you that from here on in, things just keep getting better and better and better, and I want you to hang in there because the most beautiful lessons are here for you to use and implement in your own life. My story is just an inspiration and a guide. All right, here we go. Dear Diary, I went to Calgary and talked to a lot of people, and they all agreed that, yeah, he was acting weird. One girl was even a therapist, and she said she thinks he's had the chase and now he doesn't want to commit. I was determined to talk to him when he called. I needed to express my feelings about everything and then decide whether I'm even still interested in keeping this thing going. Tuesday he called and I gave him the cold shoulder big time. I am just so mad at him. He seems like such a fake to me now, like he is a completely different person than he showed me at school. I have no idea what's going on with him, but tonight he phoned and we're going out tomorrow. I laugh at myself sometimes too. I have to say, I am seriously thinking of ending this because I literally do not recognize this person and it scares me how different he is. Can someone actually act as good as he did and then be how he is now? I hate this shit. This makes me want to just go to France, screw everyone, and start my life over without any screwed up men. I just want to scream. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Friday morning, Matt called and says he got called into the gardening center. He was working during the summer, so we couldn't go out. I was so disappointed and angry because he didn't even sound sorry or sad that he wouldn't be seeing me. So I said, I thought this would happen. He said, what do you mean? Oh, there just seems to be a little trend happening here. He was not happy, but he managed to be the bigger of us two and say, well, have a good day. All I said was, yeah, thanks. Days went by and he didn't call. I'm thinking, wow, okay, he's giving me a huge hint that he just wants things to be over. I'm depressed, I'm stressed, I'm angry. I had a huge cry after reading the poems he wrote me, and I thought, where did all this go? I decided to call him and leave him a message asking him to please call me. He did, and we set up a time to meet tomorrow. Damn, he looked amazing. I melted. God, I missed him so much. I missed the terrific times we had at school and the feelings we shared. All I wanted to do was just hug him and say, God, can't we just make this work? I was so nervous, my whole body was shaking. He asked right away what I wanted to talk about. We chit-chatted and then I let it out. I told him how disappointed I was, and as soon as I said this, he chimed in and said, yeah, well, I'm very disappointed too. I was shocked. He went on to say how he hates the way I've treated him on the phone and how he cannot continue to feel pressured by me and that he still needs time. My gut hurt when he said this. I felt so stupid and embarrassed at my behavior on the phone. That was so immature, and it's how I would have acted when I was a teenager, not a woman. The feeling pressured part, though, that caught me off guard. I asked him if he still needed time because he wasn't over his girlfriend, and he said yes, and that he's working through the hurtful things that she said to him. Oh my God, I thought. This is going to take forever. We went back and forth, and I took a lot of criticism. He basically told me that he finds this Aaron unattractive and that he did feel things for me, but now he just feels like a friend for me. This made my heart feel like it was breaking, and I just wanted to burst out crying. I told him that I began to feel like I was just satisfying a need because that was all that we did when we were together. This really ticked him off, and he said, "Oh, now you're attacking my character." I felt bad, but you know what? In my heart, that's how I really felt. He is really hurt and angry, and I'm scared and upset that I have lost someone like I feel I love already. He was going to get up and leave in anger, and I said, "Look, please, I don't want to leave things this way. I don't want to end things this way." So he calmed down and said some complimentary things about me and my strength and my dedication to my job, and that basically I'm a complete package. I didn't understand. How could he say that after everything else? I said, "I guess not complete enough." If I could have broke down sobbing at that table, I would have. My behavior lost this possible love. Oh my God, Aaron, what have you done? We walked to his car, and he handed me a bag with all of my candles that I had brought over, the Shakira Spanish CD that we had used to dance to. We chit-chatted a bit. I apologized one more time for my behavior and said, I don't think he's really gotten to see the real me, and that's not what I'm really all about. And he said, "I know. I want to hug you." He took me into his manly arms and gave me a beautiful, warm hug and asked when I was leaving to my trip to New York and when I'd be back. "Call me when you get back," he said. Oh, at least a good ending, thank God. I walked to my car in shock and heartbreak. This meeting had turned out completely different than I expected. Here I was, embarrassed and broken, with my candles and my CD in hand, walking back to my car with my future totally unclear. When I returned home, all I could do for the rest of the day was think. Was I right in feeling the things that I had felt? Was it okay that I expressed what I felt I needed to? Was he right about me? You know, I realized a lot today. Number one, I was totally out of line for treating him poorly on the phone the way I did. I always dreamed of having an adult relationship, and then I go and act like an immature adolescent. I'm embarrassed. Number two, I do need time to cut these guys out of my life and really become strong and sure of who I am and what I think is right. And number three, I do think that I was justified in stating that I wouldn't have felt as strongly as I did if he would have made me feel more special outside of the bedroom, even for just one day. I stand behind this, and I think I made this point clear when I reminded him of things he said. He admitted, "Maybe I should have sent you flowers. I'm sorry I didn't make you feel special." I really hope he thinks about things as much as I have, and I hope he takes to heart some of the points that I made. Oh, it's going to be 4 weeks until I'm back from New York, so we've both got time. I'm going to miss him incredibly, but actually, I think this time apart will make us both cool down, have time to think about how we really feel about one another, and hopefully get rid of some of our personal baggage. And of course, I hope in my heart that he misses me, and that when I get back, he will have a clear picture of what he wants. But before I go, I have a court case to attend. Davids. So the commentary I'm going to make on this is you can see a shift happening here. First of all, there was a purpose that Matt came into my life. He played his part in my story. And I'm telling you, I will be forever thankful. He was the one that started me thinking, and I kept questioning, God, it's got to be different. It's got to be different, you know? And he was the one that kept making me kind of look at life what it could be. And I think we all need that person. Perhaps, ladies, this video right here, this video series is the thing that is coming into your life to show you in whatever area. It does not have to be relationships. It doesn't have to be anything having to do with my story, but just as a reminder that when you feel you want a kind of life inside and it's not your reality, but you so feel that that's just so you and you desire it, here's your reminder. It is meant for you. You would not be having those feelings and those desires if it wasn't meant for you. And so if this video series and this video has been that reminder and that shift to get you to make choices to move you forward, then yay, I've accomplished what my intention was all along. That's what Matt was for me. He got me out of a situation and gave me courage to do it and made me feel for the very first time like a woman. And this was so important to me because I can literally say today, I am a woman. And I didn't feel like that at all. I felt like a teenage little girl who didn't know anything about how to do things in a real relationship. He was a little bit older than me as well, and so I really felt like a dimwit. So that was the starting point. So people, circumstances, things like this video may come into your life and help you out, and see those as the signs to follow the joy. Follow the joy. Now, did mine end up being completely joyful with him? No. But what did it do? It made me start to turn inwards. And this is the whole intention of the entire Elegant Life blog. For you to turn inwards and come back home. When we turn inwards, we start to try and go deeper. We become conscious of things that are not serving us anymore. And Lord knows, the immature behavior, the always some programs running in my background of there always needing to be a drama. I wasn't consciously doing that, but there was a lot of stuff to clear up. But I was becoming conscious that there seems to be a pattern here. And why do I consistently allow myself to feel good about myself, and then one thing from a man can make me go down? Even the fact of me being so angry and then at the next sentence saying, yeah, we're going out tonight. I mean, how dishonoring of myself could I have been if I, come back to this again, if I would have been a woman and I would have been mature, an elegant woman, I would have sat him down, because I have a knowing inside of what I require, what I know I need, and not be scared to say it. And key point here, to be okay if he can't be the one to fulfill those requirements. Too often, as I was so with him, we are attached. We think we know what's best, but the divine will always bring even better than we can ever imagine. Look, oh my God, ladies, if I would have had things work out with Matt, I wouldn't have gone to Paris. What an utter mistake that would have been. I would have what? Had another marriage and broke another heart, or had my heart broken, or how long would it have taken me to fulfill that dream of mine again? He played his part. The divine knows the best. The divine knows the best. And so don't attach to certain outcomes. Trust, surrender, and the best for you will come. But you have to have a vision. And you know what? After this, my vision started to become very clear of what I needed to do and what I desired to do. And that is when we are going to be taken off to Paris. The story begins, ladies. I can't wait to share it with you. Oh, it's amazing. C'est incroyable. See you tomorrow.